Daniel Dalton MEP, you're the European Parliament's reporter on the sharing of information about third country nationals across European states in the criminal area. What are the conclusions of your report?
Well, this is to establish a centralised database on criminal convictions of third country nationals who have got those convictions in EU member states. Because prior to now, there is no centralised system. So, for example, if someone is going through a court proceeding in one member state, they may have a criminal conviction in another one, but it's very difficult for that member state to know about the previous conviction. So this is tightening up the system, bringing a centralised database, which will hopefully be of significant benefit to law enforcement organisations around Europe.
Have you any idea of the extent of the problem at this moment?
Well, I mean, there are quite a few cases where member states do not know what convictions third country nationals have had. In fact, the UK already has asked in 2015 for over 400 cases to try and find out criminal convictions. The difficulty is at the moment is that member states that hold those convictions, if another member state wants to ask that member state, they have to ask all 28 because they don't know where the conviction is. The idea of this system is by centralising it, a member state asks for the conviction, they get a hit to say there is a conviction in one particular member state. They can then go to that member state to get the information. So the whole idea of this is speeding up the flow of information on criminal convictions through Europe. And from that point of view, it can only be good for law enforcement.
The European Commission published some slides on what they would hope future cooperation would be like with the UK on justice and home affairs issues. Is this a sort of area where the UK would benefit from continued cooperation?
Very much. I mean, it's in the UK's interest to stay as close as possible to all of these justice and home affairs databases and systems that the European Union has got. The Prime Minister has made that very clear throughout the Brexit process. I also think it's in the EU's interest that the UK and the EU stay close, because the UK has quite significant intelligence capabilities, and we have quite a lot of information on our databases. So it's in everyone's interest that we're able to continue sharing this information, and I hope that that's what the outcome is in the end.